Saying get more sleep helped you go harder in the gym? Is that what you meant?
Yeah, like if I mean, for some reason, like it translates. So like if I'm waking up on the average at 4:30 and going into the gym usually. Um, if I work out that day, 9 times out of 10 that night I sleep better. Like my body has gotten. I don't know if it's just I have built up energy I need to get off. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but it's like my body has an internal alarm clock that's just like, bro, get your ass up, go to the gym, or just get up. Period. So I've been getting better sleep lately, though. I will say that.
All right.
I think that
So I'll add a little bit to it.
okay.
Yeah. So America is literally, tired trying to get rich, right? That's the main thing here.
And
They always
survive.
say you sleep when you're dead. All that kind of stuff. People always emphasize getting the bag though, so we'll put it in that regard with people. But poor sleep costs, right? 280 to 411 billion dollars a year. So that's about 2 to 3% of GDP in lost productivity, and that's due to two things: health costs and burnout. So on a personal level, sleep debt is like a four-figure pay cut that you never see. So there are two polls that we look at. So Gallup and Rand type analysis, they put productivity as a hit roughly $1,900 to $3,100 per sleep deprived worker per year. So that's mistakes. That's you nodding off at your job. That's you getting up to get some coffee breaks. All of that. So when you do that, that's 2 to 3 extra sick days a month compared to a well-rested worker. So what we talking about there is grind culture, right? And that's where you can work on bad sleep, and the math just says that you're that you're out earning your own slowdown. That's really what's happening. Every groggy hour at work is slower output, slower promotions for you, while your body quietly racks up healthcare bills. So you got to think about that when it comes to chronic diseases that come from this type of behavior. You're going to work yourself into an early grave. So the bottom line on this one for me is you might think that you're hustling harder, but if your sleep is trash, you're basically tipping $3,000 a year with Team No Sleep, putting it right in that jar for that religion, right in that collection plate.
Sometimes it don't happen right away. It might your crash and burn might be a year from now, but it always catches up. Like it just is what it is. I've seen it happen too many times. I've seen people have heart attacks on the job. And mind you, I have a desk job, and I've seen people fall out and grip their chest because worry and overly working themselves and not sleeping properly. So that's important, man. Get you some Z's, please.
Yeah, so I don't think we have to stay too long on this, but we don't really talk about we talk about mental health a lot of times. Like we'll go on social media, everybody's like, "Oh, I think actually it's actually Mental Health Awareness Month too." But we talk about mental health a lot, but we don't talk about like your actual things that you can do for yourself. Because I don't think that sleep qualifies under like the mental health realm. Like I think it's like under just health itself, and that contributes. So rest allows your body the opportunity to uh, I don't want to say kill off the cells that are like dying or slower or whatever, but yeah, you're like repairing yourself so that way you can be your best and have more oxygen flow and just your body to be able to renew itself. So you just slow down, and that's why like when people, if you ever buy a heart rate monitor and you go to sleep and you check the heart rate, like your heart rate is normally not up here when you go on to sleep. You are go get checked, you're having a heart attack. But usually it slows down dramatically when you're asleep because it's just
we are
your
not
body's like able to
physicians
just
and
calm
do
down.
not provide medical advice.
No,
That's our
like I
personal
said,
opinion.
our personal opinion. If you go and just look it up too, like by what common heart rates are by your size, age, sex, gender, all those things, it will tell you what the baseline is, and it'll tell you what is high and what's low. And if you ever look, usually they'll tell you like when you're sleeping, people at rest, right? When you're resting, it's usually lower than when you were to go, I don't know, go run normally, right? Normally. There's an anomaly for everything. But if you don't actually allow your body to go into that state, then you don't allow it a chance to actually repair and renew. So if everybody's all amped up, worried about am I going to eat, worried about am I going to be able to keep paying my mortgage, worried about if robots are going to take over, worried about if ET's coming, then it's going to be really hard to take breaths and actually slow down to allow yourself to relax. Oh, look, Joe in the chat. Shout out to Joe.
What?
Yes, also
What
get
up,
your
Joe?
steps in, right? Like you do have to, we're not physicians, but talk to your nutritionist, your doctor, all the people about your health, but people don't talk about sleep and health. And so I just wanted to also start off mental health awareness around sleep, because also I don't know about y'all, but for me, I start getting a little loopy if I haven't had sleep for a while. Like I'm not remembering stuff. I'm really agitated. I might be anxious or even sad, and those things, for me at least, it does affect if I'm sleep deprived. And so, just wanted to bring some awareness to that. Please, y'all, it says that America is averaging 7 hours and 5 minutes of sleep, which is comparable to the other nations in that article. However, it's lower than Canada, UK, I think it said Germany in that article. So please get y'all some rest.
Don't add in places that have siestas. Like, it's culturally appropriate for
wait a minute. They got siestas and all. I thought that was a Latino, like Spain or Spanish-speaking country. Yeah, I'm looking like, what you talking about? UK, drop some drip in the comments. UK, y'all be getting naps. Because people, when I work with people in UK, well, nobody like, oh, it's nap time. I've never heard that.
Yeah, I got some nap time today. Just know that. That's important at a certain age. I don't give a damn.
Oh, shout out!
I think naps are underrated. Oh yeah,
they are.
That's what we do.
You know what? Before we go to the next topic, adding on to your naps, I asked someone who was over 80. I said, "Girl, you look good. What you be doing? What's your secret?" She said, "You know what? I don't have a secret." I said, "So what's something you do every day that you've always done?" She was like, "I take naps." I said, "Word." She looked good. She over 80. Baby, she don't look nothing over 80. She is definitely goals. And she takes a nap every day. She said, for the most part. And she says she's been like that since she was a kid. So I was like, I need to start taking me a nap. She gets her sleep. So to me, that rest and repair ask your elders. When you meet somebody who like 100 or something like that, just ask, like, hey, what's something you do that you've been doing? Because, hey, look, you made it to 100, so can't be that bad. Hopefully he's not smoking. But hey, like I smoke a pack a day. I'm just kidding. I'm talking about somebody who's
George Burns, when he old as hell, and
living like a rock star.
Right.
Stogie in his mouth.
Right.
Stripper on his lap. He lived that life. You understand me? Especially in the 80s.
Right.